On building the X set, we're slapping on the valve cover. Before we put our valve cover gasket on, one thing we need to make sure of is on the edge of all these cam caps, on all four of these edges, as well as the cam angle sensor, we need to apply a bead of RTV. Like so. So do that around all 6 of the areas first. Okay, now once that is done, the next step is inserting the seal into the valve cover here. Now you'll see there's a lip in the valve cover, and the seal is basically going to just squish right inside of that lip. There's only one way this gasket can go on, so you will either have it right or wrong. It will be extremely obvious. It's really no different than most valve cover gaskets I've done before. It's pretty darn straightforward. Okay, now once I make sure I have my gasket completely sealed in here, it's time to put the gasket, or the cover I should say, onto the head. And I like to just take a mallet real quick and tap it down, make sure there's no impingements and nothing is hitting. Everything looks really good so far. Now time to get our bolts out and torque it down. So I went to Ace Hardware, and I'm not going to use the stock bolts. I'm actually using these cap bolts here that are stainless steel and a stainless steel washer. I just thought it kind of looked cool when I powder coated this valve cover. I then went through and sanded the Mazda and the lettering on it here just to give it kind of a machined look. And I found these and was thinking about this, and I thought, you know, that might look kind of cool. And I went and looked at stainless steel bolts and saw these cap-headed ones. I thought that'll just kind of clean the look up quite nice. So basically there's 11 bolts, and then I got 11 washers, and I believe it was right around about $12, $13 to do this. So hardly any money for a nice little upgrade. The only issue with these is you can no longer use a normal socket. You're going to have a socket with an Allen head on it in order to torque it down properly. So got these all snugged up and hand tightened. Now I'm going to pull out my torquing sequence and my torque specs and give a look at that and give the final torque down. Looking at the torque diagram, it's kind of a little different than you would think for the motor. But basically how it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, then back to the middle again, 12, 13, 14. So it wants you to retorque these bolts twice in the middle. So I'm going to go ahead and get started on that. Basically, the torque setting I'm using is 70 inch-pounds. Since I only have a 3/8 version of these Allen bits, I have to use a 1/4 to 3/8 adapter in order to use my 1/4 inch drive inch-pounds torque wrench. I don't know if I said that before, but it's 70 inch-pounds of torque, not foot-pounds. 70 inch-pounds of torque. Okay, so got it all torqued down now. Now I'll pick up the camera and show you guys a look at the valve cover. With the, get it out of the way of the table here. Timing gears already done. I did powder coat these timing gears inside the Kingsport Gray, which is the suspension and the frame color, and then sanded out these surfaces, give it a slightly machined look. I also cut back the timing cover because I wanted to be able to see the top part of the engine here. I thought it looked pretty cool. So yeah, that's it. Engine's all sealed up. Pretty much good to go for the engine build series. I don't know if I'm going to have another video or not on that part. The next parts will probably just be reassembling, the injectors, getting the intake manifold, oil cooler, oil filter installed, just some general stuff, not really having anything to do with the engine build. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed this video series on the motor, and hopefully it answered some questions for you guys. Hopefully I did it right to show you guys the proper way of doing it, I hope. And good luck. And once again, please subscribe down below, or leave some comments, or like the video. I appreciate it. It gives me motivation to keep going. Thanks, guys.